Hello everyone, welcome to another video of mine. I'm here to talk to you today about a long overdue updated review, and that is for the Clarisonic. I've owned this baby for about 3 to 4 years now, at least 3 years, possibly 4 this year, and I always get questions about this whenever I bring it up in a skincare routine update or I just talk about it, mention it casually. People want to know more about this. I'm here to answer all your questions that you've ever had about the Clarisonic. I think that covers, and I hope that covers everything. And as always, if you're through watching this video and you still have questions, feel free to hop on over to my blog. I always do a corresponding blog post with better photographs and measurements of, the tool, what size it is, all that stuff, and probably a few more bits and pieces I might have missed during the video. And if you still have questions after that, leave me a comment and ask me or send me a message. I'll try to help you guys out the best that I can. So let's get going with this. I have the Clarisonic Mia Original. If you can read the back right here, I actually dinged it a little bit because I banged it accidentally against the faucet, so there's a little scratch through the middle. But beyond that, still works as good as new. This is the original travel size version. The Clarisonic large size, full size actually, is a bit bigger, but I feel like the Clarisonic Mia fits a lot better in my hands because I have quite small hands and it's just more ergonomical that way, and also a little bit cheaper. When I bought this back in the day, this was about $114 Canadian. Currently, the Mia, this exact version, is about $120 Canadian. If you're looking to get the Clarisonic Mia 2, which all it does is have an extra speed setting, you're gonna look to pay about $150 Canadian, which I don't think is worthwhile. Save the 30 bucks, buy yourself a Chanel lipstick, and just get the original. The technology in the Clarisonic throughout all the series are exactly the same. There's no difference. The only thing is that you have, fancier attachments, or you get different speed settings. For example, this one only has 1 speed versus the Mia 2 has 2 speeds, things like that. Minor details, which I don't think is as important, but the technology you're getting from the Clarisonic itself is what you should be looking for. So it depends on your budget and what you have to spend. A few details about the Clarisonic, what the manufacturers, what the companies, and what Sephora would tell you, is that the Clarisonic is a makeup removing skin cleansing brush tool. It oscillates 300 plus times per second, and also it's meant to remove makeup 6 times better than your conventional method. It's good for clearing up pores, reducing pore size. It's good for anti-aging, acne, all skin types, for anyone and everyone, really. That's what they're advertising this one to be. Unisex, men and women, good for both of you guys out there. The brush heads are universal. With the exception of the body brush, which is only fitted for the large full-size Clarisonic. The rest of the brush heads are universal. They fit with any of the Clarisonic tools. You can get ones for normal skin, which is what I have. It's white. There's also one for delicate skin, sensitive skin, deep pore cleansing, and acne-genic skin. Major difference between all of them, probably the bristle softness, but honestly, by the time you use this a couple of weeks, the bristles would have softened a lot anyway, so I don't really see a major difference. I have used the delicate brush head versus the normal. No big difference personally on my skin. Now the Clarisonic does this oscillation thing, which you might be wondering what that is. I'll turn it on for you, and you can hear a buzz. What you cannot see through the camera is that the brush right here, the inner side of the brush, is actually oscillating, so moving kind of back and forth like this at the speed of 300 plus times per second. Way too fast for my camera to pick up, which is only 60 IPS or 60 frames per second right now, but it definitely is there. And what you feel on your skin is just a gentle vibrating buzz. It's not a deep scrub, it's nothing intensive, and it really depends on how much pressure you put on your skin when you're using the Clarisonic. Every time you turn it on, it has a cycle of 60 seconds. They tell you to use this twice a day, every day, I think, 1 cycle per wash. Personally, I use this every other day or every day at nighttime. After I take off all my makeup, I don't see the point of using this as a makeup remover brush tool, because you're just going to be scrubbing the makeup back and forth over and over again on your face, not doing much for your skin. I take all my makeup off, use a foaming cleanser, which sits better in the bristles rather than a milky cleanser that tends to drip down, and use that. Turn on, wet the brush, go over my face. I use 2 cycles per wash per night. I hope that makes sense. So 2 rounds of the 60-second cycle, and it feels great on your skin. It's really a nice exfoliating, massaging type of feeling. For me, the Clarisonic brush is a exfoliator. It's an massaging tool to help boost circulation. It's also a deep cleansing brush, and it also really detoxifies, purifies my skin. I feel like my pores open up a lot better, all the gunk gets out. It helps actually minimize the visual appearance of my pores. I know you can't physically alter the size of your pores, but what you can do is keep them nice and clear and use the right skincare products, and that way they look smaller. And by the time you're going to put your makeup on over your skin, ladies, your skin will look better, your skin will feel better, the makeup will go on smoother, because this has really, massaged your skin and gotten rid of dead skin cells. And I feel like the most benefit I've gotten from the Clarisonic is really the improvement of my skin texture, reducing the visual appearance of my pore size, and just making my skin glow. After using the Clarisonic every single time, you get this great flush to your skin. Your skin feels baby smooth, and I love all those things about it. If you are thinking, gee, is this going to be an overnight miracle for my skin? No, it is not. In fact, I would say if you have normal skin, you have pretty good, decent skin. People have always told you got nice skin. You don't need this. Save your money, go buy yourself a pair of shoes or a great handbag, because you will not see as dramatic and significant of a difference as some people who do have skin issues would. When I started using this, I had mild acne, I had very large pores, my pores were always clogged, and I had a bout of, blackheads, as most people tend to do once in a while in their life, or sometimes all the time. I feel like since using this, it has really helped with all those problems. I wouldn't say this is fantastic for those who have severe acne, because you're likely going to be dealing with a lot of inflammation, and using something that sort of rubs against your skin, as gentle as it might be, really probably doesn't do too well for inflammation underneath the skin. So for those who have very sensitive skin, for those who have pretty darn good looking skin, and for those who do have severe acne, I would say skip this. This might be too harsh, too overwhelming, or just not effective for you if you do have pretty skin to begin with. But for those who are looking for something to aid their anti-aging, for something to perk up their skin, if your skin is feeling dull, if you have pore issues, blackheads, whiteheads, mild acne, skin troubles like that, go for this. This will make a difference to your skin. But this isn't something you can just pick up and then put down and put down and pick up and put down. You really do have to use this consistently to see a major difference in your skin. I've heard from those who have started using this for the first time that their skin goes through a purging phase. That happened with me a little bit. I didn't get it too bad. I broke out slightly after first using the Clarisonic, because this really does detoxify your skin. So all the gunk that's sitting right underneath the epidermal layer all comes out all at once, and you might get, from mild to severe breakouts for the first couple of weeks. But for me, that subsided really quickly, and after that, I didn't have any problems whatsoever. This, like I said, isn't the perfect tool for everyone. If your skin is just too sensitive to handle something like this, skip it. But purging is quite normal. So if you are seeing breakouts more than usual in your first few weeks of using this, stick with it and see what comes out at the end. I have a feeling that it will just subside after a couple of weeks or a month or two, and your skin will be great afterwards. So at least that's how it worked out for me. For something like this, it is quite expensive, and it is a major skin investment. And people would probably think there are so many different cheaper alternatives to the Clarisonic. Why choose this one? I'm going to tell you that right now, because I know you guys are going to ask. If given the opportunity and the decision-making choice, I would always go and choose the Clarisonic with my money, despite how many lipsticks I can buy with the price of one of these. Because, number one, if you look at the brush right here, it has a very smart design. See the outside ring? This ring of bristles actually does not move. The inside moves when you attach it to the brush, and that makes a difference. Physics 12, centripetal acceleration, When you have spinny thingies, splash tends to go in all directions of the brush. But because they designed this with a stationary roll of bristles, you don't get the splash. You might get a few drips on the bottom, but you don't get liquid or soapy water splashing out everywhere. The bristles around here really catch that and make sure everything doesn't go everywhere in your bathroom. Great design. Itty bitty details like this make a difference. Number two, many of the cheaper alternatives I've seen, facial cleansing tools and brushes, they go around a circle like this. Around the circle. Sometimes faster, sometimes slower, but they pretty much all go around the circle. But the Clarisonic actually oscillates. It goes back and forth like this to massage your skin. It doesn't just go around in circles, it goes in a massaging motion. That makes a difference. When you are doing this spinny thingy with your brush, you really buff the skin a little bit too harshly, and I just find it doesn't work as well. And the design and the technology that goes into the Clarisonic is, in my opinion, unbeatable from what I've seen on the market so far. The third thing that is very important, especially when it comes to how we use this, is that the Clarisonic itself is watertight. There are no extra falling off removable moving parts with the exception of the brush head. The battery charges via a little magnet, which is right here. Plug is over here. Magnet on this side, pop it on, you charge it. And really that's very important if you're using this in the bathroom, like I often do in the shower, in the tub, because you don't want the possibility of getting electrocuted by your face cleansing tool. Death by face cleansing tool. That's pretty sad. Well, it probably won't kill you, but you know, it's safety, guys, safety. So I have no fears about taking this into my shower because I know it's airtight and nothing is going to happen to it. In terms of has it worn down in the past 3 to 4 years? Not that I can tell. It still works just as good as the first time I brought it home 3+ years ago. The battery lasts me about a week to 10 days. Only because I use 2 cycles every night. If you just use 1 cycle every night, it will probably last you 2 weeks, if not a little bit more. I never take this travel with me, even though this is a travel version, because I'm so scared that if something happens to it, I would just cry. I will bawl my eyes out. But whenever I don't use this, my skin notices that something's missing. When I do use it, my skin feels great. This is not the end-all be-all of all your skin troubles, but I think for many people, if you do battle with skin issues, this will make it so much easier to deal with, and whatever skincare product you're using will penetrate better into your skin, will work better, your skin will be smoother, just more alive, and I think that is something unbeatable in terms of the Clarisonic. So last few closing pointers. Get it if you have skin issues, skip it if you got sensitive skin, skip it if you have severe acne, and skip it if your skin is so darn perfect to begin with, because I know there's those of you out there who want to try just for fun, which is fine, but I think you won't see as much significant results if you already have pretty good skin. Those who are just starting to use it, stick with it for a few months and then see how your skin reacts, because the first while is very normal for your skin to purge and have a bit extra breakouts than usual. For me, like I said, this is a skincare staple. I will use this forever and ever and ever unless they come up with like a Clarisonic Ultra. Great stuff right here. If you guys want more details, and if there's anything I missed, it's likely in the blog post, which the link is down below. Click on that, see all the fancy photos I've taken, along with measurements for the size, any details, where to buy it, all that stuff. And if you still have questions and comments, leave it down below in the comments section. I'll try to help you guys out as much as possible. So I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful to your shopping experience, and I will talk to you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.